Greetings, film fans. John Campea here, and I'm really pleased right now to be joined by the president and founder and editor-in-chief of HitFix.com, Mr. Gregory Elwood. And Gregory, there has always been some debate ever since the Lord of the Rings films about the idea of motion capture artist and actor Andy Serkis potentially being nominated for an Oscar for his performances in Lord of the Rings. And now that's come up again. Tom Rothman, chairman of Fox, has publicly come out and said that not only does he think that Serkis deserves an Oscar nomination for his performance as Caesar in Rise of the Planet of the Apes, he says Fox is going to get behind him and actually campaign for him to get that Oscar nomination. As somebody who's done a lot of awards coverage himself in the past, what do you see as the arguments for and against the concept of Andy Serkis getting nominated for an Oscar?
Well, I guess the arguments for are that it's, a stellar performance, that without him you could not have animated this sort of character through CGI. And it's clear that it's because of his motion capture work that Caesar comes to life in Planet of the Apes, or Rise of the Planet of the Apes. But I think that but the issue against it is that both many actors and many directors or filmmakers, possibly say in the Academy, who will be deciding this and voting on, say, nominations, would look at it and say, okay, yes, Andy does a great job here, and part of the work comes from him, but it also comes from the animators and the CGI artists who help make this happen. So how do we recognize a performance by Andy here when, in fact, this is more of a collaborative effort, and perhaps it should be in its own category?
Now, so obviously you see there being some problems with this actually getting through in the Academy, but what do you think personally, if you were a voting member of the Academy right now, which way would you lean?
Wow. I have to be honest, I feel as though it's an interactive award. I don't think it is a singular acting award, and that's why I sort of stand on it right now, especially for, if it was Serkis's performance barely augmented. If it was just him, maybe they make him black and white, or maybe they put on minor prosthetics, digitally to make it look like some other character. Okay, that's great. But when you're transforming someone into an ape or into an almost unrecognizable, creature with barely his own facial features, that makes it a little tough to sort of support.
Well, Gregory, thank you so much for taking the time to give us your thoughts. Chime in, AMC viewers. Let us know, what do you think? Should someone like Andy Serkis, a motion capture artist, be nominated for an Academy Award or not? Thanks for joining us. Until next time, I'm John Campea.